joining us now is Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York City, former attorney to President Trump, on a Saturday evening. Rudy, it is so wonderful to have you in. I know you watched the town hall. We wish we could be watching Trump at the moment, but it's great to have you in. Tell us what you think. This would have been, you know, a duel between DeSantis today and Trump, but Trump was just so on his game that night on CNN. It just seems like he's running away with it.
Well, like Congressman Grimm, I was disappointed that Trump's rally didn't take place. I have to confess, you know, I was at his first rally. I used to introduce him at probably about 30 rallies. So I know them like the back of my hand. I find them even now, probably watching my 100th, extraordinarily entertaining. Not just terrific, entertaining. And it's his real unbelievable political weapon that I don't think any presidential ever had. I mean, I've participated in 5 presidential campaigns, including my own. I've been a student of politics before I can remember. I never remember a presidential candidate who can generate this kind of enthusiasm, this kind of excitement, and very positive excitement. So these rallies are important to his winning the primary and ultimately winning the election. He made the right decision, of course. There's plenty of time for more rallies, and he just needs one in Iowa.
Yeah, I think he's just warming up, Mr. Mayor. You know, he's a boss, and he has a command presence. And I think a lot of people that haven't followed it enough are starting to realize that, especially those that watch only CNN might have stayed on to watch a little bit of it. But, you know, Matt Gaetz was on Eric Bolling last night, and I thought he was so poignant. And CNN, just take a listen, because I thought it was a great soundbite.
Sure. I do think that President Trump has seen his coverage constrained on Fox News. And in fact, his participation with this CNN forum, with many Newsmax forums, highlights the fact that he observes a fragmentation in corporate media right now. And you've got to go where the eyeballs are. It also shows a certain fearlessness with President Trump, where Ron DeSantis has been, I think, far more measured in only speaking to the friendliest of audiences and hosts. President Trump showed a willingness to go out there and take it to a network that has not fairly covered him throughout his presidency.
Well, Mr. Mayor, you know, the key word there, fearlessness. No one knows the fearlessness of President Trump like you do. I think those were the exact words that needed to be said.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, that's who he is. That's why he's different than all the other candidates. That's why he accomplished what probably no other president accomplished in that short period of time, or at least equal to any of the really great presidents. And I'll tell you one story about a town hall meeting of his, oh gosh, about 2 weeks before the presidential election in 2016. The Secret Service took him off the stage because they yelled out "gun." I think it was in Reno, Nevada. And there was a man who claimed to have a gun, and it created a very dangerous situation. Everybody got pushed off the stage, and they wanted him to leave the rally. And he turned to me, he said, "Take a look, the people left." So I look outside, I said, "No, the people are still there." He looked at the Secret Service, and he said, "Well, I'm staying." And they said, "No, we're in charge, you're going."
Unbelievable.
And he said, "No, I'm in charge." And you know what I told him that night? I said, "You got the guts."
Well, he was certain, yeah. He certainly was in charge of that town hall, for sure. And want to ask you your reaction to what's happening in the media landscape as well. Obviously, CNN had a lot of bias that night. The questioning, they started right with the election. They started right with January 6th. But on a broader note, Fox News letting go of Tucker Carlson, Mayor, and you know now it sounds like mainstream media. Look at the headline here, because it's very noticeable, their narrative, and we know, you know, back when they called Arizona, we all know that. But look at Fox now. Fox and Friends has James Comer on to talk about what he has revealed about the money, $10 million going to Biden family members, and they have the question: did they break any laws? I mean, it seems like they're more along the lines of the New York Times coverage of Comer's press conference. It really is it's astonishing. I mean, they can't even. This is not conservative. This is Fox News now. This is like the new Fox News. Your reaction to that?
Well, I was shocked, Bianca. The other morning, Steve Doocy conducted that interview of Congressman Comer, and he said to him, "Well, you didn't show connection between Joe Biden and Hunter Biden." I mean, he's shown about 50. And by the way, Fox News has shown connections for 4 years. First one being on Hannity's show with a text that I put on 4 years ago that Hannity played about 50 times. So his own network has connected. I'll give you the text. The text is Hunter to his daughter saying, for 40 years, I've paid the expenses of this family, and I give half my income to my father. I don't know that you need much more than that. Right, Congressman? I mean, you're an FBI agent. I need more than admission to prosecute it. I never had that. I don't think I ever had an admission from a co-conspirator. I paid the boss 50%. Now, Fox has had that on.
I don't think it's over. Yeah.
And Juicy just ignored it.
You're right. And, it's, but they're not asking the questions. And we know Comer will be pressing forward. There's a lot of people still out there that they want to bring in. There's a lot of, subpoenas still to be put out there.
And for people that might not know or remember, he wasn't just one of the greatest mayors of all time. He was one heck of a prosecutor. Mayor Rudy Giuliani is a prosecutor. He knows how to get the job done.
That's right. And so great to have you in. Thanks for being with us on a Saturday night. We are always enjoying you and so happy to have you. Even though Trump's not speaking, we're glad you stuck around with us here for Newsmax.
Thank you both. You're great.